What if the most valuable product in the digital economy isn't software or capital, but expertise? For generations, knowledge could only be shared one conversation at a time. A teacher could teach one classroom. An advisor could guide one client. An experienced trader could mentor only a handful of people. Digital platforms changed that limitation forever. Today, a single expert can influence thousands or even millions of participants through technology. The greatest opportunity is no longer selling hours. It is building systems that allow expertise itself to scale. That transformation is quietly creating an entirely new category of digital businesses.
Throughout history, expertise has always been valuable, but it was difficult to scale. Professionals exchanged time for money, limiting the number of people they could serve. Digital platforms fundamentally changed that equation. Instead of repeating the same knowledge to one person at a time, experts can now distribute insights through systems that operate continuously. Whether in education, consulting, investing, or software, the underlying principle is the same. Technology transforms expertise from a limited service into a scalable asset that can reach a global audience without requiring the expert to be present in every interaction.
Every scalable knowledge business depends on one critical business engine: trust. People rarely follow expertise they cannot verify. That's why successful platforms invest heavily in transparency, reputation systems, performance history, communication, and user confidence. As trust grows, participation increases. As participation increases, more data is generated. That data strengthens credibility, attracting even more participants. Over time, trust evolves from a personal relationship into a platform capability. The technology facilitates the process, but trust is what keeps the entire ecosystem moving. When people look at a social trading platform, they usually notice charts, portfolios, and performance metrics. But beneath the interface lies a sophisticated operating system. Identity verification establishes credibility. Permission systems manage who can follow whom. Synchronization engines coordinate trading activity. Analytics measure historical performance. Security systems protect user accounts and transactions. Together, these invisible layers create an environment where expertise can be shared with consistency and confidence. The visible interface attracts attention, but the invisible architecture earns long-term trust.
Let's connect these concepts to a practical implementation. Today's architectural blueprint is the TradexPro Copy Trade Add-on available on Envato Archit. Rather than treating it as a complete business solution, view it as a reference architecture illustrating how trust, reputation, follower relationships, and operational workflows can be organized into a social trading ecosystem. Studying implementations like this helps entrepreneurs understand the architecture behind scalable expertise before adapting those principles to their own products, industries, or communities. Let's examine this platform as business architects rather than software reviewers. At first glance, it appears to be a copy trading application. But beneath the interface is an operating system designed to coordinate experts, followers, permissions, transactions, performance tracking, and administration. The technology doesn't create expertise. It creates the infrastructure that allows expertise to be distributed consistently and efficiently. Every dashboard reduces complexity. Every workflow improves coordination. Every administrative tool supports a growing network of participants. The software is simply the visible layer. The business is the architecture operating underneath it.
Notice what the platform is actually scaling. It isn't simply copying transactions. It is extending reputation beyond the individual. One experienced participant can influence the decisions of thousands without personally communicating with each of them. That is the business engine at work. Trust creates value. Architecture allows that value to scale. The more confidence participants have in the system, the more sustainable the ecosystem becomes. This same principle appears in creator platforms, education businesses, professional communities, and countless other digital ecosystems where expertise becomes a scalable asset.
Many people assume these businesses are built around exceptional experts. In reality, the long-term value comes from the system that connects experts with communities. Experts may join or leave. Market conditions will continue to change. But if the platform consistently helps people discover expertise, evaluate credibility, and participate with confidence, the ecosystem continues creating value. Sustainable businesses are rarely dependent on one individual. They are designed to help thousands of participants interact through reliable systems.
The TradexPro Copy Trade Add-on is just one implementation within a much larger category of knowledge-driven platforms. Similar architectural patterns appear in investment communities, educational platforms, AI advisory tools, subscription research services, mentoring networks, and creator ecosystems. While these businesses operate in different industries, they share the same underlying structure. They transform expertise into organized, repeatable systems that can reach far beyond individual interactions. Once you recognize this pattern, you begin evaluating businesses based on how effectively they scale trust and knowledge, not simply by the features they advertise.
Every generation discovers a new way to scale human potential. The printing press scaled ideas, broadcasting scaled information, the internet scaled communication. Today, digital platforms are scaling expertise itself. Knowledge no longer needs to remain inside classrooms, offices, or one-on-one conversations. It can flow through intelligent systems that connect experts with global communities in real time. The greatest opportunity isn't simply becoming an expert. It is building the infrastructure that allows expertise to create value for thousands or even millions of people simultaneously.
If you're exploring opportunities in the knowledge economy, don't begin by asking what content you should create. Start by asking what expertise you can help scale. Every successful knowledge platform solves the same challenge: connecting trusted expertise with the people who need it most. The format may change: courses, communities, AI assistants, research platforms, consulting networks, or social trading, but the underlying architecture remains remarkably consistent. Technology delivers information. Trust builds participation. Systems create scale. That's where sustainable digital businesses are born.
If today's architectural blueprint changed the way you think about expertise as a business, you'll find the reference link in the description below. Explore the demonstration, study how the platform organizes experts, followers, permissions, and operational workflows, then compare it with other solutions across the broader knowledge economy. Don't focus on finding a single perfect product. Focus on identifying the architectural patterns that repeatedly appear wherever expertise is transformed into scalable value. Those patterns are the real lesson, and they can be applied far beyond financial markets.
Behind every great digital platform is an invisible architecture that allows knowledge, trust, and opportunity to travel farther than any individual ever could alone. Technologies will evolve, interfaces will change, entire industries will be transformed.
But the businesses that endure will be those that build systems capable of connecting people, scaling expertise, and creating value through trust. That's why this series isn't about reviewing software. It's about decoding the architectures shaping the future of the digital economy. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe and join us as we continue exploring the invisible systems behind tomorrow's opportunities. Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and remember, wealth is not built by working harder. It's engineered through systems.